I'm going to be doing a little video on Oprah Winfrey. And she's born on January the 29th, 1954. And one of the most important things in somebody's birthday is the day they're born. She's born on the 29th. And that's a moon birthday. The moon birthdays are the 2nd, 11th, 20th, or 29th of any month. But the 29th has a special significance. It takes a while for her to trust somebody or to depend on them, and partnerships are very important to her. July or Cancer people would affect her life, as well as the alternate, the Neptune people born on the 7th, 16th, or 25th day of any month, and people with B, K, or T initials, and that could be first, middle, or last name. Those are all the moon initials, and the 7th, 16th, or 25th are the Neptune days initials, and also GP or Y, as a Y could be prominently in a name also, as an alternate would affect her life. She's born in the year of the horse. A year of a horse, a person's very independent, except when it comes to a partner. A horse is independent. They like to run and not be restricted. They only have room for one person to ride with them, and that's their partner. So they'll relate well to a partnership, but other than a partnership, they're extremely independent. She's born on a year, and if somebody would look at one of my videos on what I call the elements, which is a little different than the normal, wood, earth. It's an old formula. And when you add up all the numbers on the year she's born, which is 1954, it comes to a 1, which in the formula that I'm using isn't wood as it would appear in some of the other studies. It's actually water. And water is very mutable. Water could be frozen, water could be turned to steam, water could evaporate, and water is very extremely mutable. And the person generally is a little changeable. They'll be your best friend today, and tomorrow they compartmentize. They might say hello, but then they won't be as friendly. They're off to another venture. And it doesn't have to do with coldness. It has to do with more compartmentizing. So they have a compartment for you, and yes, they'll come back to you again, and you'll get some more warm fuzzies. But water people are very interesting because they seem very changeable, but they're more compartmentized. Now, like I said, she's born on the moon day of a month. They're very intuitive, and they have a lot of emotions. Humanitarian things mean a lot to them. It's very important. And people born in late May or in June affect their destiny, and people born in the year of the tiger affect their life. Now, what the year of the tiger, hypothetically, or an example would be 1938, 1950, 1962, 1974, 1986. It's every 12 years. And people born in the year of the tiger would affect their destiny. When I say that, I'm talking about from the time somebody's born as they go through life. Now, she has a 30 achievement. And an achievement is when you put the month, which is January, with the day, which is 29, and 1 and 29 is 30. That means very creative. But they like to do their own thing. They don't really like other people to cramp their style. And yet, if you look at her life path, it's a 49-4. So if you take January the 29th, 1954, it adds up to a 49. Now, generally, if somebody has a 30 life path, they're kind of like, and this is my own life experience besides being a psychic and astronumerologist, they're always a little bit of the child, and they're, if they have a 30 life path, and they never quite grew up. They never quite were able to take the responsibilities and to really put their nose to the grindstone. But she is a 30 achievement, which is very creative, and a 49 for a life path, which means she'll be very organized, work very hard, very routine oriented. The name Oprah has a P as what we call a hinge letter. I'll be showing charts on this. This is only a preliminary video. There'll be a few more where I actually show a chart and I'm pointing the numbers and explaining things. I'm just giving an overall basic thing on Oprah Gail Winfrey. But Oprah, she has the P, which I said is the 16-7. She needs peace and quiet, or else she gets very frustrated. A male would have either gone out of her life or detached from her in her younger years. The 16th is the shattered citadel. The G in Gail causes her to be in occupations of supply and demand, so to speak. Busy and then slack periods, and then busy and performance type of things. And in Winfrey, the F is the hinge letter. The hinge is the middle letter. And the F is, it means friendly with people, but not too close to most people. So that's the independent nature of the year of the horse anyway. But people born on the 6th, 15th, or 24th of any month, and Taurus or October or Libra people would cause her a challenge, as well as people born on the 7th, 16th, or 25th day of any month would cause a challenge, because you're dealing with the P and you're dealing with the F, two different hinge letters. But I'll be going into this with more detail. This is just like an overview. In 2017, she was in an emotional balance period. I did her numbers on the Kai's chart, the astronumerology chart, and she was in a period of emotional balance. As she hit the late 2017 through 2018, she's in a period of, I call, willpower and determination, doing things her way. Not being that flexible. In other words, deciding that she's going to do things her way. In 2017 cycle, which started in late 2016, she was in this emotional balance era and a little bit more open to other people's opinions. In the 2018 cycle, it's lacking a little discipline and willpower and wanting to do things just her way. Now, at the end of 2018 through 19, she's in a period of strength. And that's the first time the strength arrow comes in. And I have a feeling it has something to do with the going for the presidency. And because she's born in a water year and Trump is born in a fire year, she could douse his flame. I'm just telling you from a metaphysical point of view. She could put his fire out. This is the way it works with the elements. It's not an opinion, it's what I do, really. But I'll show the charts a little later. Now, once she comes into the end of 2019 through 2020, and I have a chart on this, she starts becoming more diplomatic and more organized. But in the 2019 cycle, which starts at the end of the 2018, the last quarter particularly, she's in a period of a lot of strength, and I have a feeling she's going to go for it.